What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to BRIDEAR. Yes, indeed. BRIDEAR Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from AB5, and this is actually AB5's prioritized request for the month of January for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, AB5. Hope you enjoy the show, man. AB5 wanted to see me react to this. It is BRIDEAR with a tune called Ghoul. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by BRIDEAR Official, okay? And the video has 112,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Ghoul. That's all I got. Ghoul. Ghoul. I have seen this artwork before, so I'm pretty sure we're in the right place. And, you know, like I always say, if it turns out that this is not the right thing, don't blame me. Blame the requester, because I'm just using the link that I was given. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Called it. Called it. Okay. Some really good things happening here. First of all, the play and feel between the straight time and the double time. Digging that. They're making it very obvious by the snare placing snare on the double time on every single downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They go into the straight time. It's only on the 2s and 4s. Makes perfect sense. Guitar playing sounds really good. Sounds tight. I love the guitar tone. Nice crunchy tone. But at the same time, still has the brightness so that when they do those melodic lines, it doesn't come through as muddy, which I'm really happy about. Can't really hear the bass a whole lot if I'm being honest. It's a little tough to hear it, but I can sense it's there. I can feel it's there. I just don't hear it clear as day. The drumming sounds really good. Like I said, the drummer is completely responsible for switching between the double time and the straight time. So no issues with that. Vocally sounds really good. Very typical of their style. Overall, I got no problem with it. I love that part with the accents, with the choked accents. Pop, 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 pop. Just very tight. Very cleanly done. Other than that, it's a pretty much straight ahead tune. I mean, it's not a fancy tune by any stretch. I would never say it's impressive, but it sounds really good. I'm digging what I'm hearing. So let's keep going here. We heard the bass there. We are again with those chokes. I like it. Predictably, guitar solo. I like that progression coming out of the guitar solo. We had those accents on the every third eighth. I like that. John, 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 da 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 ja 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 da 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 da. Yeah, that felt good. I like that. The song is a little predictable, if I'm being honest with you, as far as its structure goes. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, guitar solo, breakdown, and then we're back here. It's like you could feel it's coming. You know what I mean? You could absolutely feel it's coming. So, is there anything wrong with that? No, nothing wrong with that at all. I got no issue with it. There's nothing wrong with predictability, if you ask me. Predictability, like I've always said in the past, does give a lot of people a sense of comfort because they feel like they're in control. They know what's coming. They know what's going to happen. And when it does happen, it gives them that reassurance and it gives them that feeling of, it's kind of a false sense of accomplishment, but it does give that sense of accomplishment, like, aha, I knew that was happening, you know? So there's that. I was wrong about the bass. It's been there all along. It's just been really buried in, not buried in a way of volume, but in a way of tone. It's blending in so well with the guitars. I missed it. I totally missed it. I didn't catch on to it until I heard that little bass break, that little one measure bass break. I was like, well, there's the bass. And then I listened to the chorus and I'm like, oh, it is there. Okay. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? In my opinion, it's a little bit of a bad thing. You don't want your bass to sound like a guitar unless you're Motorhead, and that's exactly what you're trying to do, and you're intentionally doing it. Because Lemmy used to call it the bass guitar, and because he plays it like a guitar. But when your bass sounds and your bass tone is blending in perfectly with the guitars to the point where it becomes camouflaged, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a bass player, but I never want my bass to sound like a guitar, ever. I always want my bass to stand out on its own and sound like a bass. So, I don't know. That's just me. That's just personal opinion, I guess. But yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Half time, double time. That's straight. Half time. Throwing in some halftime feels right there at the end, the last like 30 seconds. That's not a bad way to go. I love the fact that they incorporated it in. That was really nice. Pretty straight ahead song, if you ask me. Nothing wrong with it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was BRIDEAR with Ghoul. This was a request from AB5, and this was actually AB5's prioritized request for the month of January for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, AB5. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Pretty straight ahead, if you ask me. There really isn't a ton of things to discuss because we've already talked about most of it during the course of the reaction. But I'm going to hit a couple of bullet points, and we're going to call it a day. So, let's get started. Starting off with the rating. Out of a possible 5 stars, I'm going to give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, a really well done song, if I'm being honest. It's a really good song. I might even say great, depending on the day, I guess. It had a lot of things going for it. Number one, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to really hope that people don't take this the wrong way, but to some extent, it was a little bit predictable. Like, you saw me after the first chorus was done. They did the little instrumental. They did it twice, and I was like, here come the vocals in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo. There they were. You could see the writing on the wall. You absolutely could. You knew it was coming. You know, you had verse, pre-chorus, chorus, little musical break, second verse, pre-chorus, chorus, guitar solo, breakdown, and then chorus to end it out. So it was like, okay, well, you see the writing on the wall. You know what's going to happen. You know what's coming. So it's like there's no real surprises there. But here's the thing. A lot of people take comfort in predictability. I would say the majority of the human race does, because they know what's going to happen. There are no surprises, and it does give people that kind of it's a sense of accomplishment. Yes, is it a false sense of accomplishment? Absolutely, but it still gives people that sense of accomplishment. Like, I knew that was going to happen. You know, I knew there was coming, and like I said, it is a false sense, but it's one of the reasons why people watch the same TV shows 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 times, you know, over the course of their lives. They'll watch the exact same episodes over and over and over and over again because they know that so-and-so is going to break up with so-and-so. They know that so-and-so is going to pull a swerve out of nowhere and propose to so-and-so. You know, it's ridiculous, but it's what people enjoy, and I'm not going to sit there and say, you know, the people are wrong for doing that. It's what they enjoy. It's how they feel good. So let them have it. As far as the song itself goes, like the musicianship, I think the musicianship was just fine. I think everything across the board sounded really good. Guitar sounded good. Bass was funny. I'm going to talk about the bass in a little bit. The drums sounded just fine with what she was doing. Vocals, very appropriate for the style of the song. I think of all the songs I've heard from BRIDEAR so far, I think this might be probably the catchiest song I've heard from them, if I'm being honest. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It depends on your point of view. If you are looking for a poppier song, a catchier song, a song that is probably going to get them possibly a lot of radio play, I think this is the way to go. If you like the heavier songs, the songs that are a little darker, a little more thick, a little more menacing, have a little more beef to them, then this is probably not the song for you, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's tastes are different. I did think the song was catchy, and I'll be honest with you, I did enjoy the song. Is it my favorite from BRIDEAR? No. I've heard other songs that I enjoyed way more than this one, but this is still not a bad song. Look, if it was a bad song, we'd be down in the ones and twos. I gotta laugh out of the bass playing because I made the comment that I wasn't really hearing the bass. I was like, I can't detect it. I can't find it. It was there all along. It was just very well blended tonally with the guitars. And this is, again, it's going to be a difference of opinion. My personal opinion, being a bass player, I like my bass tone to stand out. I like my bass to sound like a bass. I don't like it when my bass, or people take my bass and take my bass tone and they mess with it and make it sound like a guitar. Or they make it blend in with the guitars, like to the point where you can't hear it distinctly standing out. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm not, but that's because, like I said, I'm a bass player purist. Being a bassist myself, it's a very hard pill for me to swallow. But I also know though, for the general public, a lot of people like that. A lot of people like it when everything blends together so well that you can't differentiate or distinct one voice from the other. And again, that just comes down to personal taste, Me personally, I like the bass to stand out. So, now overall, I think this is I think it's a great job overall. I think it's a really nice song, a really good song, a great song even, depending on the point of view and, depending on what day it is and how I'm feeling. But nonetheless, I'm giving it 4 stars, and I feel very good about that score. I think that's absolutely the score that the song deserves. So, 4 out of 5 stars, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.